Hello everyone, in this video we will see how to install and run Flutter app in Android emulator. So what we need to do first, we need to get the Flutter binaries from this Flutter site. So you need to just download this version for Windows and then extract it. So what I did, I downloaded it and extracted it here in the download section. Now do one thing, copy this folder and create a src folder in C drive and paste it here, and further just copy this path and same path you need to apply in the environment variable. So here in the path section you need to apply this. I already applied. So then we get the Flutter app. Now the second thing, we need to get the Android Studio. So download the Android Studio from here, developerandroid.com, and then follow. Once you download it, follow the basic instructions. So I already downloaded it and I followed the basic instructions, and then in the and then we need to set up a virtual device and SDK path. So let me open the Android Studio, because we need to create a virtual device. And here what you need to do, first you need to go to this SDK manager, and when you download and install the Android Studio in your inside your users, and as per your username, AppData Local Android SDK will be available. So you need to provide this path, and then what you need to do, make sure that this should be installed, and this Android emulator and all. And then what you need to do, you need to create a virtual device. So here I created one Pixel 6 Pro. So you also can create any device, and just follow the next and finish, so you will be able to create. Now our Android Studio is done, and then we need to create a Flutter app. So let me just go to C drive and prep work, let's say, and I'm saying mobile app workspace. Now what I'll do, I'll just put cmd and I'll do code dot. So then Visual Studio will be open, and we already set up a path for Flutter. So that's why when we go to the terminal, and we will be able to execute the Flutter command. So you just do Flutter create create first app. Now it will create a Flutter app. Okay, so this is created. Now go to ctrl first first app. Okay, so here we can execute the Flutter command. So what you can do, I already created that similar things here. So you will get the similar structure, and here you have the lib and main dot file. So this, when you do the Flutter run, it will be executed. So similar thing I'll do here, so that it will execute. But before that, what we need to do, so we need to provide the emulator. So go to the, let me do it here. Sorry. Okay. store main dot. So what we need to do, go to the extension. Here we have extension, and now just do type emulator and emulator get this emulator, just install it, and once you install the emulator, just apply the this extension setting. And here what you need to do, you need to provide the Android SDK path till emulator. So emulator path for Windows, that you need to provide, check this box, and also just apply the emulator path with this extension, like with this prefix. And then we are almost done. Now what we can do, we can press ctrl shift P and launch the emulator. So I already launched that. So once you launch the emulator, you will get by default you will get the virtual device which you created in your Android SDK. And then when you hit Flutter run, by default it will open this Flutter app in your virtual device. So let me just revise each and everything. So get the Flutter from this URL, extract and set the environment variable, and then get the Android Studio, provide the SDK path. For example, in my case, it is this, and then create a virtual device. I already created a virtual device, that pixel one, and then create a folder, apply this command flutter create app name. Then when you open the Visual Studio, and when you get this structure, Flutter app structure, go to the extension and then run this emulator, install this emulator, provide the SDK path here in your emulator extension, and do Control Shift P and execute the emulator. So I executed here already, Control Shift P, and executed the emulator. Once you executed the emulator, you go to your app folder in the terminal and run flutter run command. Then your app will be up and running. So yeah, that's it. You can, if you face anything, you can mention in the comment section. Thank you.